Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's today's Takes with Alex and I'm your host Alex. Hope the weekend's going good. Okay, today we're talking about experiencing the divine rest through prayer. Imagine stepping out of the week's whirlwind into a sanctuary of peace. The sun sets, the pace slows, and something deeper awakens. For millennia, the Shabbat prayer service has served as a bridge, not just to rest, but to a taste of the world to come, a direct encounter with the divine presence. Rooted in the Torah and illuminated by Hasidic wisdom, the Shabbat prayers aren't merely words. They're a soulful journey into oneness, joy, and renewal. Excuse me. Tonight, we'll explore the spiritual significance of the Shabbat prayer service in a way that speaks to every seeking heart. Whether you observe Shabbat traditionally or simply long for sacred rest amid modern chaos, these timeless principles can transform how you experience the seventh day. The Torah commands us to remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. On the seventh day, after 6 days of creation, God ceased from all his work and rested, not out of tiredness, but to infuse the world with holiness and invite us to partner in that rest. Shabbat is the climax of the week. The prayers on this day reflect its elevated status. Unlike weekday services focused on requests and struggles of daily life, Shabbat prayers overflow with gratitude, praise, and tranquility. They mirror the world's completion. Everything is already very good, and our role is to savor and connect. The 3 Shabbat prayer services, evening, morning, and afternoon, create a beautiful rhythm. Each one lifts us higher, drawing us into the special light of the day. Hasidic masters, especially the Baal Shem Tov and his students, revealed Shabbat prayer as a time of profound inner joy and unification. The Friday evening service begins with Kabbalat Shabbat, literally receiving the Shabbat. The beautiful hymn, Lecha Doidi, welcomes the Shabbat queen, the feminine aspect of divinity, the Shekhinah. In Hasidus, this isn't symbolic poetry alone. It's an active drawing down of divine light. As we sing with fervor, we unite the upper and lower worlds. The soul, often scattered during the week, returns home. Hasidic prayer on Shabbat is sung with hitlavahut, burning enthusiasm and joy, because Shabbat is when the barriers between body and soul, heaven and earth, soften. The Amidah on Shabbat contains no personal requests, only praise and thanks. This teaches us a deep spiritual truth. On Shabbat, we live in a reality of wholeness. We trust that our needs are already cared for, allowing the soul to simply bask in God's presence. In a foretaste of redemption, where striving gives way to being, let's walk through the soul of the service. Friday evening, we have Kabbalat Shabbat, calms the mind and opens the heart. The Mariv that follows includes the special Vishamru, affirming the eternal covenant of Shabbat. It's a time of peaceful acceptance and love. Morning service, Shachrit rises to the great heights with Nishmat Kol Chai, a soaring song of gratitude from every level of creation. The Torah reading connects us to the living words of God, and the additional Musaf service recalls the special temple offerings of Shabbat, our prayers now ascending like incense. After Mincha, as the day matures, this service carries a more intimate flavor with Bamad Madlikin and the mystical Tzadikatcha. We reflect on righteousness and prepare the blessings to carry into the week ahead. Throughout, Hasidic thought emphasizes kavana, focused intention and heartfelt connection over mechanical recitation. Singing together creates a collective elevation, where individual souls merge into a greater unity, reflecting the oneness of God. Beyond any specific tradition, the Shabbat prayer service offers universal gifts. It teaches sacred pause. In a world of constant doing, Shabbat prayer invites holy being, time to realign with your essence and the Creator. It cultivates gratitude and trust. By setting aside worries and requests, we affirm that life itself is a gift and that the divine providence sustains us. It awakens joy and renewal. Chassidus reveals that the Shabbat infuses the soul with an extra measure of light, refreshing us for the week. This rest isn't idleness, it's a source of true creativity and strength. It models harmony. Just as Shabbat harmonizes the 6 days of work, these prayers help us integrate life's fragments into wholeness. The Shabbat prayer service, rooted in Torah and glowing with Hasidic fire, is ultimately an invitation to stop, to praise, to connect, and to remember who we truly are, a soul created in the divine image, worthy of rest and closeness with the infinite. This Shabbat, even if just for a few minutes, light a candle, breathe deeply, and offer a heartfelt prayer of thanks. Sing a song of peace. Feel in the embrace of sacred time. If this touched you, share in the comments. How do you experience sacred rest or prayer on your day of renewal? What would welcoming more Shabbat spirit look like in your life? If these words brought light to your soul, subscribe for more explorations of Torah and Hasidic wisdom made alive for today, and hit the notification bell. May your Shabbat be filled with peace, your prayers with joy, and your week with renewed divine blessing. Shabbat Shalom, and until next time, may we find the holy rest that refreshes everything.